Fly away. Cross the nebula. Alrighty. Okay. Jump to the Valhalla threshold. Let's go to the Migrant fleet. What the fuck is that round thing? The Migrant fleet, a fleet of 50,000 craft, holding over 17 million quarry, and the Migrant fleet is the largest array of spacefaring vessels in the known galaxy. The Quarians of pilgrimage have visited most settled worlds in the galaxy. Few outsiders have ever stepped foot inside the Quarian ships. The decision you make in Mass Effect 2 could have dire ramifications in Mass Effect 3. Dire. Well, we shall see. Certainly, making the Arda Jaxi survive would... Okay, I should bring Said, shouldn't I? We're going to fight together. I'm pretty sure we're going to fight together. Yeah, the space nomads, exactly. But if we're going to fight husks... Okay, I will bring Said then. Let me do something first. I want to change her clothing. Let's see. I cannot change her clothing. I can. She looks better in red. It's going to get okay. Let's take a good look at Said Mazani. Yeah, let's go with concussive shot. Why not? Tali. No. Yeah, he will enhance dominate. Fuck overload. Fuck overload. Yeah. Yeah, it does make more sense to make more in the wear the black outfit. But I'm not going to use her really. Malak Locust Phalanx, Malak Incisor, and get Plasma and Phalanx. Oh, right.
This is Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Captain Shepard, Talizora told me a lot about you. Wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
So it looks so ridiculous. It's incredible. He looks so ridiculous. I cannot believe it.
I've never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aboard it. That entitles you to respect among our people. May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Kila Salai. It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
Alright. Why the hell am I here?
What are the charges against Tali, Captain?
The charge is treason, and the punishment if she is found guilty is exile.
You know me, Captain. You know I'd never do that.
They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
Yeah, for scientific purposes, I guess.
You sent Geth materials back to the Migrant fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Tali Zora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Okay. Yeah, this reminds me of Battlestar Galactica, the new one. Yeah. It's pretty much the same story, but look at Said. Hey, come here, Said. We need to look at you. You look so ridiculous. You look like the mantis from Metal Gear. Don't be shy. No, you motherfucker. Stop moving. Yeah, he looks like the mantis.
You should speak with Admiral Ra. She's waiting for you up ahead.
Okay, that's why I saved it for today, because I realized you couldn't watch yesterday and you were pretty interested in watching it.
I can't believe they're charging Tali Zora with such a thing.
Yeah, if ever any one of you would like to watch something particular and cannot
Loyalty to the fleet is about
do
more
it,
than killing them.
you
Tali's
can
guilty.
tell me and I will try to
We
delay
should never have let Cerberus on
so
this.
you can watch. Alright, let's go to the garden.
Tali Zora Vas Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepard Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me Vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
Interesting. Yeah, no, that's no problem for me. So, yeah.
I take it being associated with a human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Tali Zora Vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
Okay, that makes sense.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side.
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
Great.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
Of course I will. Well, I'm not honored by... I am pretty good at convincing people to do things they don't want to. Let's go, it's unexpected because it is.
It would have been helpful to know about this earlier, Tali.
We could have
Our legal rules
prepared.
are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you.
Yeah, present the truth. Who has won a trial by doing that? No one, that's whom. Well, that place looks like shit. And that's the garden. Imagine the rest of the ships if the shithole is the garden.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Kill us alive.
Ridiculous.
The accused Tali'Zorah Vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard Vas Normandy, your crew member Tali'Zorah stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
Yes. But blessed are the ancestors that made the Geth, lost the war and forced us into exile because they were too fucking inept to win the war they started themselves with complete and overwhelming superiority in a surprise attack. And those are the ancestors they are honoring? Give me a break. So crazy religious thing. Also, this reminds me of another part of Battlestar Galactica, the trial of Gaius Baltar. Those were some great episodes with Romo Lampkin. Really like that stuff. Yeah, very good.
I shouldn't have to. When Tali helped me stop Saren and his Geth army, her actions spoke for themselves. Without her help, none of you would be alive to put her on trial today.
Well said, Shepard. None of us should forget Tali's contributions to the fleet.
Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the Migrant fleet. What say you?
That man is what's his name? From Dragon Age, the third Logain. Yeah, he's third Logain. It's the same voice actor. He's a really good voice actor in my opinion.
How could Tali have brought Geth to the fleet while serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
But I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
What?
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Keela.
Holy shit. Well, that is a dick move, that's very true. They revealed this shit in the middle of trial? Wow.
I thought Quarians valued family. How do you justify springing this on Tali in the middle of a damn trial?
Our apologies. Tali should have been informed.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you bastet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
Yeah, let's do it.
You think Tally's helping the Geth? Maybe killing a few dozen will prove her loyalty.
We do not accuse Tali of aiding the Geth cause. We accuse her of carelessness that endangered the fleet.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. The shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
That will be difficult. Restarting the trial with a dead accused or defendant, I guess. What the
Take
fuck?
back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but... I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
Yeah, time to kick ass, Jason. Time to kick ass. And take names? Is that the quote? I think it is. Something like that.
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Okay.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
I can't tell you when you could really be prepared for a charge of treason. When you commit to treason, that's
Let's
what.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Understood.
Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
Yeah, shoot first, ask questions later. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, let's talk to all these people.
This is on their heads.
Carl Rieger.
Carl Rieger.
Shepard, Talizora, good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
Yeah, he just shoots and never asks questions.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Talizora. I've served with her and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Carl.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Yeah, he's a good character.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Garrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
Yeah, he's a good soldier. A good one.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy?
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haystrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
In Chibi form. All the characters in Chibi form.
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haystrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. They can screw up a star. Our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
Yeah, hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
What? Jason and Casey of Chuck? Are you talking about the TV show? I don't watch Chuck. I watched the first season. I really didn't get into it.
Have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops tally.
Ah.
Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
Really? This is Carl Rieger that man? I don't remember him now. The government agent in Chuck and the crazy mercenary in Firefly. Yeah, he had a very good episode.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai.
The one
Stay safe out there.
where he is considered a hero in a slave colony or something like that. It's very funny. They make a statue out of mud for him.
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
Why did they make that helmet for Sai? It looks like he's wearing makeup on the eyes. Yeah, that is a great episode, Jason. Very funny. They make a song and everything about him. I wish I could remember it so I could sing it. I don't really recall.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
Mortal Kombat. Is that one of the movies or the actual video games?
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
Sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Hangerel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rael to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
Would you actually like for me to sing it, or should I search in YouTube for the video, Jason?
You support experiments on living creatures.
Rael should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
A ship travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
Yeah, sadly the Geth are self-aware when a ship is not. Yeah, I will sing it as soon as I finish talking to her. Don't worry.
If we don't find Rail alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Sharlaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rail agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
Yes, they would. Alright.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Han Gerrel and the cowardly Zal Chorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali Zora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
Okay.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rail might have learned something valuable from the Geth.
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali Zora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
You're insane.
Not really. But I did a lot of things to my childhood toys. I would burn them, I would explode them, I would cook them. Yeah, I can relate to that. Right, let's see.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't remember the how it went. I know it was a pop song, very simple. Holy shit, this is long. Now, the Ballad of Jane. Yeah, let's. It is long, but let's sing it. I don't recall exactly how it is. Jane, the man they called Jane, he robbed from the rich and he gave to the poor, stood up to the man and gave him what for. Our love for him now ain't that hard to explain. The hero of Canton, the man they called Jane, or Jane saw the mother's backs breaking, he saw the mother's lament, and he saw the magistrates taking every dollar and leaving 5 cents. So he said, you can do that to my people. He said, you can crush them under your heel. So Jen strapped on his hat and 5 seconds flat. And in 5 seconds flat, what? Stole everything but Higgins had to steal. He robbed from the rich and he gave to the poor. Stooped to the man and gave him what for. Our love of him now ain't not hard to explain. The hero of Canton, the man they called Jane. Now here is what separates heroes from common folk like you and I. The man they called Jane, he turned around his plane and let that money hit the sky. He dropped it onto our houses, he dropped it on our yards. The man they called Jane, he stole away our pain and headed out for the stars. He robbed from the rich and he gave to the poor. Stood up to the man and gave him what for. Our love for him now ain't that hard to explain. The hero of Canton, the man they called Jane. That was a very good one. Of course, I'm not a very talented singer. Okay, let's find more people.
Doctor, those real. It's a husk, a collector minion.
No, Vitor, this is Shepard, a friend of Tali Zora's. Shepard rescued you from Freedom's Progress. Do you remember?
Shepard! Shepard gave me to Cerberus. Too many questions. Can't sleep. Can't eat. Wrong answers.
Poor Vitor. What did Cerberus do to him?
When they returned Vitor to us, he was suffering from malnutrition, exhaustion, dehydration, and the after effects of several drugs.
At least they returned him, I guess.
I was told that Cerberus would just get him stabilized and get information from him.
Too many questions. Needles for wrong answers. Can't breathe. Suit's air not working. Can't breathe.
They said he would be safe. I knew we couldn't trust them.
Excuse me. Your presence seems to be disturbing my patient.
This is very strange.
Your patient was pretty disturbed when we found him. His health problems were effects of the Collector attack.
Shepard! You're trying to justify what Cerberus did?
To be fair, Talizora, most of the drugs I found in his system appear to have been from attempts to stabilize him and force a lucid state. It was brute force medicine, far less gentle than we would have preferred, but it was not physical torture.
It doesn't need to be.
Okay.
I didn't mean to upset him. I'll leave.
Doctor, is it time for the meds yet? I need my meds.
Not yet, Vitor. Soon.
Yeah, I remember the man from the pub that song. That made the song. It was much more harmonious.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alleray. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
Okay.
At least someone here's looking out for Tali. Will retaking the Alleray really help her case?
Tali showing a desire to correct mistakes she may have made will make up for a lot of lost ground. But more importantly, you may find evidence of what happened. With luck, it will exonerate Tali from any wrongdoing.
I'm supposed to care about that now? All I want to do is find Father.
You should get to the Alleray soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Yes. Apparently 4 things.
What can you tell us about the Alleray?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alleray sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship?
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a good mission. Full of politicking.
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open air.
What?
I was sick for a week. But it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
What? Did she just say that Tali is at least 30 years old? I think she did.
I'm not hearing much about Rail's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Real was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
Yeah, in Emmy one she seemed like a child almost. Well, she hadn't she hadn't made her pilgrimage yet, so she wasn't an adult. But 30 years, really, 30.
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born.
Maybe not.
I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
Maybe not. Well, who knows?
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
Okay.
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that? Yes, the Geth's presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
You're thinking of war? With the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
Unless you have a secret weapon, that's a very bad idea. I agree.
I know the Migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
Well, that would be very foolish indeed. Yeah, I was thinking about that, Jason. That's why I was saying that maybe not. Because she says that yeah, she only knows the family from 20 to 30 years. Which may or may not be since... well, obviously she knew her before she was born, otherwise they wouldn't have gone into the bubble together. So, yeah. So at most, Tali's 29 years old. At most. She could be from what? From 24 to 29, I would say. Or even less. Depends on... well... let's go.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Yeah, I confused because of the two dialogue options were together.
If anyone can retake the Alarai, Tali Zora can.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Ran got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard? Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. To be honest, I was afraid a human would be too meek and humble. Watching you rail away at Admiral Corris, though, Tali's in good hands.
I get the sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
If you were only giving Rail inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons against Geth material.
Obviously.
I know you and your father put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. A ship crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know
he's
that,
a corpse.
but if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
Yeah, she is holding to something that is not going to happen. Her hopes are misplaced.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rael's research. Admiral Corus is the same whining soup-wetter he always was.
You disagree with Admiral Corus's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I guess not.
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. Crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rael and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rael looked at me and said, "We're underage. You can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rael for you.
Okay.
Sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the vote. We just need to give people hope for victory.
Yes.
I hope the Quarian people find someplace to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Yeah.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
I would guess the Quarians would be much more open to the idea of a race of machines coming from outer space to kill everyone. I guess they would.
Even during the hearing, Tali's first thought is to protect the fleet.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalcorus Vas Quib.
Quib.
Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. You have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Quib.
Can you tell me anything about the LRI?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
Slaughtered by living beings in pain. Yeah, he's too rosy for me.
You have a ship named Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures. And have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name. like the Deferens or the Ictomy, but I am proud of the Quip-Quip, and I will not flee because of petty insults.
Yeah, he's a good sympathizer. I would but I would put the fault of the war on the Geth, of course. The Geth did not start the war. They won it. But it was the Quarians that started the war. When you go to war, you can lose. On the other hand, the Geth have been plaguing me for the last 2 games. So helping them strike the Geth hard is obviously good.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Saren are to be lauded. But like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created, the people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
Yeah, I agree with that part of the argument. But technically they are still at war, I guess.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Railzora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
That's also something I agree with, unless you have a secret weapon to do something to a Geth. Obviously, it's stupid to attack them. If they couldn't win the war when they had colonies and the homeworld under possession, as well as factories for weapons and starships, what hope can they have after 300 years of running around in crumbling cruisers, just scraping and living in a space? They can possibly have a chance. It's crazy. They have the largest fleet, but it is not the largest military fleet. Obviously, half or more of these vessels are just transports or living spaces, not true warships. So it's insane, unless you have a secret weapon, of course.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Talizora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
We should move on.
Goodbye, Talizora.
How politically correct of
I'm
you.
surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
No. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that when you start a war, you can lose it. And the winner has all the rights to take over what he won. In this case, the homeworld of the Quarians. Of course they have a right to fight if they wish to.
I'll admit that much.
And that's why I do not side with completely with the admiral that sympathizes with that. Okay, let me put it this way: I do not sympathize with the Geth, but I do sympathize with people that win wars. If they win wars, they are entitled to the spoils of war. And I'm also saying that it's insane to attack unless you can defeat them, which is what I'm guessing the father of Tali was trying to find a way to ensure victory, because obviously the fleet is not strong enough for a head-on assault on the Geth homeworld.
Talizora Vas Nima. Oh, sorry, I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
Okay, let's go.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kira Selai.
Okay, retake the Alarai to clear Tali's name. We shall do that.